Not only did he get shot, but they had him banged up in jail too.
I feel like we're trading places. I'm interrogating you now.
No, but real funny, likable guy, real charisma, charm.
Right.
Someone you want to be around and laugh at. Not, you wouldn't want to be in an apartment with 100 kilos and have him knock on your door.
Would you want to kick his ass if he maybe set you up to get robbed and shot?
Would I want to?
Would you want? Would you scream his name on a record if he got maybe shot you? If he got you shot and robbed?
Well, who was that? What record was that?
Tupac,
was that
Against All Odds?
Oh well, yeah. What was the? Let me take you back and tell you.
Yeah, so he
tell
had,
about
he
a
had a
snitch
Haitian
thing.
accent or something like that, or something like that. Accent.
But you know what? You know what? Here's what's fucked up is Paul Brenner was Haitian Jack's attorney, and I liked Paul. Paul liked me. And Paul's a good, criminal attorney. Tupac said Jack was a rat because Jack took a plea in his case, the rape case that he was on with Tupac. And it just so happens that Paul Brenner also represented cops who went rogue, who needed cops who had lawsuits, cops who had been either fired or getting ready to be fired because they had committed a crime. He was like the attorney that represented those guys. So because he represented cops in trouble, Tupac said, oh, well, he's got a cop lawyer. He's hooked in with the cops. They made a shady deal and whatever.
He puts one and one together, yeah.
It's just so stupid. But I know those guys had Tupac hurt in jail. And I know Jimmy Ace and them had Tupac. Not only did he get shot, but they had him banged up in jail too. So when Tupac was in jail, he was definitely getting a beat down or whatever from guys. And it wasn't until he went upstate that he had some kind of peace from guys. But when he was in Rikers, he had guys after him.
When you say beat down, you're talking about physically, right? Okay, because there's a rumor of that he got, I'm not sure if you know anything about this, or this is how they get down, I'm not sure.
Are you talking about rape?
Right.
I'll speak to that at another time.
Damn, you're going to do that to me?
Yeah. You're going to have me on again. Life comes in,
I understand.
Well, I'll let you know. There's things that I know that I want to check with people before I say. But yeah.
But when it comes to that, let's say, for example, let's talk in general. Let's not talk.
Well, think about this. If Tupac was raped in jail, wouldn't that make sense about how pissed off he was? I mean, getting shot, first of all, him getting shot, he brought that on himself. One, he talked to A.J. Benza, the reporter. Two, he went for a gun instead of just giving up his shit. And then he blamed everybody who had nothing to do with it for it.
He burned Stretch because he believed, supposedly Stretch sold him out. Or Stretch somehow set him up as well. Do you ever heard of that?
Well, yeah, because Stretch was hanging out with him that week. But a lot of people knew he was going there. You know what I mean? All it took was for one guy who was at the studio that day to say, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're doing this and that. And Tupac's going to go do a song with, what's the kid's name? Was it?
I forget his name too. Little Sean.
Little Sean. So Little Sean could have told one of his friends who said something. Like, it's so easy to say that Stretch set him up. I don't think he did.
But Jimmy Ace, how you call him, was the one was going to give him like $7,000 cash. He was his artist, lay the verse down. Obviously, this is my understanding that Jimmy and Haitian were friends, and Jack were friends, and one calls the other. He's gonna be here. Boom, you're gonna do your thing. According to Jack, it was someone who had love for him who took it upon himself to do that.
Well, Jack had said that he told the guys not to touch him. Let it go.
You believe that?
I don't know. I could see him saying just let it go because I think he was smarter than those other guys.
So if he said let it go, why would those guys like King? Because this is reportedly who Tupac believed robbed him was King Tut and
yeah, Nichols.
Yeah.
I think it was Fred Nichols or somebody. Is that was the name?
I think Nichols was someone who got shot, or no?
Nichols got shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nichols got shot. Sorry, Nichols.
Yeah.
Strike that. I know that it'll come to me. Well, why would he? Why
If he
would
said
he
no,
say?
why would he still go and do it?
Well, why would he say? Why would he say I told him not to? If it would seem silly if you're saying it went one way and he's saying no. I told the guys just let it go.
Because if it's I'm Haitian Jack, I'm respected and I'm associated with somebody who's a robber or shooter. Why not listen to what I said?
Well, I think Jimmy had more to lose from that because he wanted Tupac to do stuff for him. He wanted to manage him. He wanted to do a lot of different things. And when the whole thing got destroyed, he was pissed off.
Supposedly that's something that was. From my understanding, it came to a boiling point where there was some tension because of that. Jimmy wanted to manage him. Tupac somehow wasn't trying to do all that. So it with the case, obviously Tupac getting in trouble. He looks at Jack now a certain way. Now it becomes a whole thing, and that comes to end at blows at the studio at Quad.
Yeah, but he blamed Biggie. He blamed.
He said Biggie may have know about it, and he didn't tell me because he supposedly told him, "Hey, stay away from him, or I'll talk to you next time." And the next time they were supposed to talk was at the studio.
Yeah, but you know what? You could take that 100 different ways too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he didn't know Biggie was going to be there.
so the one thing you learn if you're like being a detective so many years, we used to sit around trying to figure out why guys did certain things, and everyone had a different theory, or everyone would jump on the one. And a lot of times it's not the way you thought. It was just like completely the opposite thing you thought of. So I learned a long time ago to you just got to wait it out. You're never going to know for sure. And, things that you think are circumstantial really aren't. Like I could make a case either way. So I don't, I don't buy into a lot of that stuff because it's like gossip.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because a lot of people could have known he was going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't, nobody knows for sure.
But let's take it back. I feel like we skipped over. Would you ever do at that time when Tupac was in New York? This is 93, 94. You wouldn't. Okay.
No.